Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. I got a call from Greg and we're going to actually do some body work and get some panels ready to paint. Now, a few weeks ago, a month ago, whatever it was, somebody wrote on my channel and said, hey man, I really appreciate that you're showing all the body work. It's something that most channels skip and the car disappears and it comes back and it's finalized and no one learns anything. And so I've been showing all the body work that I'm doing. I've been kind of relaying some of the information that Greg's been telling me, but today we're going to actually go down and talk to Greg and see him in action, actually finalizing some panels. Now, he's taught me some stuff in the past when I was working on the rear fenders, and what I thought was like, okay, we're done. He's still going, and he's still going. And it's like, okay, we must be done now, and he's still going. So this is going to be a little bit longer format video because I want people to really get the idea of how to turn a car into a masterpiece by doing the bodywork right. So let's go check it out, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Gotta give everything. You know, the thing to understand about this, and it's not rocket science to you, is, you know, you do all this body work and you do all this priming and sanding and shit and leaf scratches here and there before you go and paint with. It's because handling it, anything, everything can make a scratch. Like some kind of shit is so easy to miss things.
Yeah.
As soon as you paint it, you see it. So I'll always just, and it's been odd for me because I don't have Lisa here.
Right.
But normally she's the one that goes over and does this, puts the very fine. She's like, what about that? You know, she picks out every little teeny tiny thing. And you just got to, you know, because the paint won't cover or fill anything. All it does is magnify it, you know.
Right.
So, what I'll do here with it. And you know, what you got to do, like kind of the whole trick and technique, is you go around it and you feel every square millimeter. Anything, everywhere.
You're doing 400?
This is 3, yeah, this is 400.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to do a seal primer too, right?
Right, which is primer, it's just a non-sanding primer.
And once you start that process, like it's shoot prime, shoot color, shoot clear, like it's every like 20-30 minutes,
Exactly.
something else is going on.
Right. You know, depending on whatever product it is you're spraying, there's a certain amount of time you're allowed to wait before you have to sand it again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, usually somewhere near 20 hours, you know, it's not.
Right.
You don't have to do it like that fast. If everything goes alright, you can, you know.
Right.
Just so you don't get a hunk of dirt or spray and spit something in it. Okay. This piece here, I believe is ready. One thing I'll do is kind of rinse it off like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sand the dust off of it. But then you'll watch, you'll see it'll flatten out. Water will kind of like a coat of paint on it. And you get a little bit of a look. In a couple of minutes, once that flattens out, see what it really, what it's going to look like.
Nice.
do body work on these along these edges, you know, where they were trimmed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they have stuff along here, as air bubbles. Fiberglass. Holes in the bottom of it. You know, at the end of the day, that's what you're buying with this is hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
Or just nitpick, you know. When you find something, you dab it.
Well, I remember how much time I spent on that firewall.
Yeah.
And, you know, yeah, my first time, but that was a flat piece.
Yeah.
I spent,
Yeah.
hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's all this is. You know, there's no magic to this work at all. There's no magic to it at all. It's only hours, you know.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing, you know, by doing it 1,000 times is it takes fewer hours. And you go out this beginning, you know, and you save a lot of money in material.
Sure.
Because you don't put it on and stand it all back off. There's still no magic in any of it. I mean, see out here, put your hand on it, your hands are clean. You can feel that.
Oh, yeah. It's like glass.
Yeah, you know, that's your surface, and all we're gonna do is just make a color and just amplify that up a little bit more, you know?
Sure.
And again, once it's in the paint, we'll go over it.
How many times do you have to clean it with the wax and grease remover?
Many times as it takes.
Yeah.
I'll go over them one time really good, you know, if I'm careful enough to have clean hands while you're working on it.
Is there another cleaning process before wax and grease remover to get extra?
We'll wipe it down with a towel again,
Yeah. Okay.
and then we'll grease and wax remover wipe it.
Okay.
And then before we spray it, we'll take a tack cloth, which is a cheesecloth rag that's got beeswax on it.
Right.
Wipe it down to get any.
So that's the one thing I never understood. I've been doing that myself, but I feel like I'm adding, you know, even though the wax is not an oil, but I feel like I'm adding to the process, and it never made sense to me.
Well, it's the technique. You don't wipe it with that tack rag,
It's-
otherwise you'll wipe the wax.
Right.
And then you make a ball out of it real lightly.
Okay.
And then wipe it up that way, it'll pick up any dust for it.
Okay.
Extra trouble, extra pain because you live in Arizona, you know?
Right.
Go through this place in the country, probably with dirt in the air. Good. Put pretty good pressure on it, this last one. Fairly light pressure. Big long strokes. I want you to come here and feel this.
Like do it or?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice.
So often it's pretty much you don't add anything to it. They call it a 1K. Just spread straight out again.
Mm-hmm.
But it's flat.
Wow.
Thanks, you know, hopefully, of course, that will for sure darken this blue up.
You think it will be like 5%, or you think it's like 20%?
I have no idea. We'll find out when the blue hits the black. And that's it, find out when the shit hits the fan. We're gonna find out when the blue hits the black. I have no idea, you know, not even a way to wager this, you know.
Right.
Or, I wanted to do this yesterday, but I had to put another coat of primer on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll work on all this. That's kind of good.
I'm happy to see the process.
And then we'll be able to see it, participate in it. I don't know if Lisa will make it down or not. I thought she would. She's my right hand in the paint booth and stuff with everything. So you might get to do more than watch.
So how many layers of primer did you have to put on these?
These have two.
Two?
You know, first coat sanded, sanded real thin. There wasn't a lot left on it.
How many layers of coats did you put on the first spray?
Well, just one.
Do you have to rub it in like that?
Well, yeah.
I got 30 coats on my fenders that I sanded off.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Yeah. No, I'll put you know, I don't know. You know, there's a look I go for. I don't know how to explain it. You know, this is a real thick, super high solid, high fill primer that I use.
Mm-hmm.
You know, usually putting one coat on, it doesn't quite get what I want. So I'll spray a coat, wait a few, put a second coat on, let it heal up a little bit, dry up, wash or whatever, and then put a guide coat on and sand it.
Right.
And I do the same. And that's what this stuff here got. The first time sanding on it, a lot of it sanded off, you know. You know, when you see this go here, just quick like, there's places here. Couldn't get it. You see that?
Right.
Some black dots. That's gotta go. You want to be able to make it go away without concentrating on that area.
Right.
You gotta be able to make it go away by just skimming over it. See, it's going away pretty quick without a lot of pressure.
Right.
So once it does go away, we're good. Especially fiberglass parts that are flexible like this. You put a lot of pressure on it, makes that fiberglass flex a little bit, and you'll end up sanding these marks, these blows out, or the black guide coat will go away. A little lead hasn't to it.
Right.
Fiberglass like this, I'm always extra careful to not put a lot of pressure on it. Makes this look real easy too. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Grain of sand.
Ooh.
Yeah, it'll ruin everything you've done. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, let's see what's below here.
kind of interesting. Just seeing the panel as a different color compared to black makes it seem more solid or something. You know, like something's been done to it. You know.
Yeah, it changes, you know.
Yeah. Just a psychological.
Yeah, it's weird how color.
Yeah.
That's the vision. Doesn't mess with you. It just tries to bring things right.
Yep.
Yeah, she's gonna go through a big change today. Oh,
Yeah.
it'll really be different. Every day will go. We don't know that every piece will be because we may find something, you know, but
Right.
still likely a lot of them are going to be different. I've got the dash ready to go, so we got that side cover ready to go.
Nice. We're doing the hardtop too?
No,
No.
that's, I don't want to hurry on it.
Yeah.
You know, I started busting my butt on that thing. You know, yesterday when I got painted today, this is the second round of spraying primer and a guy coat and sanding on. It has still got a little weirdness in it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, I'm not going to hurry.
Right.
I'll spend your money. But, you know, at the end of it all, that's got to be dead on.
Yeah.
You know, you walk up to the car, the top of the roof is here.
Right.
That's what everybody's going to see first. They're going to see the whole car. But
Sure.
they're looking across the top of that roof.
Sure.
That thing's going to have to be absolute.
Right.
Well, you see how mine is, you know.
Yeah.
And mine was really bad. That was like a bad roof, bad hardtop or something. Mine had a big weird wow. And yours like the stains are better on this one. Hasn't taken as much time. Mine did, but it's got to be right, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and I know you're anxious. I'm anxious to get it back home for you. I'm anxious to get it out of here because there's just so many pieces and it takes up a lot of room.
Right.
But I'm not too anxious to make sure it's not perfect.
Yeah.
And it will be. Well, there's no such thing as a perfect paint job. You'll be able to get perfect pictures of this paint job.
Right.
I can't be misleading. So, yeah, Alan said there's no such thing as a perfect paint job. We can get it, but there'll be something somewhere. I don't know why for me, I just can't ever do this enough. Making me crazy, man. There you go, man.
Sounds a little rougher over there.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Doesn't feel that way.
Oh. it ends up, I think, you know, probably found it ends up rough and kind of dusty dry.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta make sure that's going all these places here. Most important, this looks good because you're gonna have this thing in process with the hoods up on.
Right.
There was a lot of chunks out of the fiberglass here.
Mm.
Quite a lot of body work here and along here for whatever reason.
You think that was from the cutting wheel?
I don't know if it was splattering the Velcro. Velcro was so splattered, it might have been.
Mm.
Yeah. It was like all chips, you know?
Hmm.
Little pinholes in the glass.
Was the other one the same way?
Not as bad.
Okay.
Only in one place. It was a smaller area. I don't remember which one it was either. I don't remember which side. It was this one or the other side. Did you give those back fenders this kind of a look? You know, I know we were blocking, we were concerned about trying to get the waves out of them. Did you go over them real fine? Very, very
Last thing that happened was when we were here doing the wet sand.
okay. I haven't messed with them. I figured if we had to, we might be able to dial in pretty easy.
You know, there was one area that I thought still had a bump in it, and you guys didn't think so, so I don't know. But we should verify today.
That's just real dumb. Yeah, real shit. So I'm showing you, just showing you that's just a little stupid trick. Just what if you put that stack of 4 in there. You know, if you get sand, when it's cut, when it's wore out, you just peel it.
Right.
Get one off.
Do you have to soak for a certain amount of time or not really? Guess not.
No, the way this keeps it from clogging sandpaper.
So you have to spray these 4 times, you said?
Yeah, I think it's 4 coats, yeah. Yeah, because I dry sanded them with that long block of 150.
Uh-huh.
They were pretty a level like this or weirdness thing.
So is that 4 separate times, or just build it up 4 times and then?
Yeah, this is the 3rd time I've blocked them now.
Okay. Well, I feel better then about the other fenders.
Yes. Fiberglass is way easier.
Well, especially these being curved, huh?
Yeah. I think it's not very big, you know.
Yeah.
If you use your fingers, then you put weird lines in it.
Right.
You use the palm of your hand. Yeah.
Feel a little tiny nick right there. Are you able to use that red stuff at that stage?
Yeah, this here is so tiny. It's so tiny. I think the sealer will probably fill that. I don't want to sand all this part in.
Sure.
But that's what you would, yes. Alright. And we're ready to go. Ready to go here.
So as you were seeing, you know, Greg kept going on those panels, and he kept using water, and he kept using his hands and closing his eyes and kind of really, you know, feeling all the nuances that you could feel, because if you could feel it, even if your eyes can't see it now, if you could feel it, it's going to show up in the final paint job. So I think we're set to actually get a few panels ready to get painted. So I'm really excited about that. This is, you know, now that it's in somebody else's hands, I'm starting to smile a lot more and almost be a little giddy because this thing's coming to a close. So I'm really happy about that. So till next time, have a great day, and hopefully we'll be doing some paint.